Technology. No, we have finished the chapter. Hello.
Sir,
Exactly what we have done. Type of blood cell we have finished. No. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir, finish.
So, if you complete a different type of blood cell, then we want to do the lymphatic system today. And the structure of the human heart, have we finished? Structure of human heart? Hello?
Yes.
Structure of human heart? No. Achha, okay. So today we will do, first of all, we will do the lymphatic system, then structure of the human heart, double circulation, cardiac cycle, right? Okay. So now, okay, so now we will do the lymph. Okay, lymph is called a tissue fluid. Tissue fluid. This is called as the lymph or the tissue fluid. Okay, lymph or tissue fluid will do. Now, okay. So the lymphatic system, lymph is a kind of liquid which flows into the lymphatic system. And lymph is a colorless fluid containing specialized lymphocytes which are responsible for the immune response of the body. Okay, lymph is a colorless fluid. Colorless fluid. This is a colorless fluid. Okay, and this colorless fluid contains lymphocytes. Contains what? This contains lymphocytes. Lymphocytes. Okay, lymphocytes, and these lymphocytes are responsible for the immune response of the body. Lymphocytes, which are responsible for immune response of body. Immune response of body. Okay, immune response of body. Okay, this is about the lymph. Okay, lymph. This function of the lymph is that it will provide immune response. At the same time, lymph is a carrier of nutrients and hormones. Okay. Second one, lymph carries hormones. It carries hormones. Okay. And it also carries nutrients. It carries hormones. It carries nutrients. Okay, nutrients, right? And okay, then third function is that fats are absorbed. Okay, fats are absorbed by lacteals. Okay, lacteals through lymph. Okay, through lymph. Present in intestinal villi. Present in intestinal villi. Present in intestinal villi. Okay, right? So the villi of the intestine, they have the lacteals, and these lacteals absorb the fat. They will absorb fat. Okay, this is about the lymphatic fluid. Okay, now the lymph, actually, the main function, lymph will contain the main constituents of lymph is the WBC or the white blood cells, right? And lymphatic, just one more line. It is not in the book, but I'll say you just one more line. We have to write about the lymphatic system. Okay, one more line about the lymphatic system. Number 4, you see that, okay, lymphatic system. If we go for the number 4, okay, lymphatic system. Lymphatic system consists of this will consist of a network of vessels. Okay, system consists of network of vessels. Network of vessels. Okay, it contains also lymph organs like, okay, lymph organs like, it contains also lymph organs like lymph nodes. Okay, lymph nodes. And you see bone marrow. Okay, bone marrow. Bone marrow tissues are there. It contains spleen, and also it contains the thymus. Spleen and thymus. Okay, this will come under the lymphatic system. Okay, lymphatic system consists of network of the vessels, lymph organs like the lymph nodes, bone marrow, spleen, and the thymus. This is all about the, okay, lymphatic system. Okay, now, okay, so the lymph will carry the lymphocytes. It carries in, it will provide the immunity. That means it will carry the antibodies. Okay, lymph will carry the antibodies also. Okay, lymph will carry the antibodies. So we can also write that lymph, okay, lymph, number 5, lymph carries antibodies. Lymph carries antibodies. Okay, antibodies, right? Okay, now after that, okay, this is all about the lymph. This is all about the lymph. Now, suppose I draw the lymphatic system. Okay, this is all about the lymph. So suppose in the exam, sometimes they ask there about the lymphatic system. So if I draw about the lymphatic system, exactly it will appear like this. Suppose these are the, okay, structures are there. Okay, these in the body we have got. Okay, now this will be the thoracic duct. Thoracic duct is there. Okay, suppose we go like this. Okay, this is thoracic duct. Okay, this is the, and then this is the subclavian vein. This is, okay, subclavian vein, right? And this is right lymphatic duct. Okay, this will be the right, okay, lymphatic duct. So lymph is subclavian vein. Okay, so subclavian vein, this will supply, this is connected with the, this supply the lymph nodes. Okay, there will be the lymph nodes here. We can write there lymph nodes. And also they write here the lymph vessels. There are the, okay, there are the lymph vessels. Okay, lymph vessels, right? Okay. So these are the, okay, now what happened here? There is due to lymphatic system, one question they ask in the exam, what is oedema? What is oedema? Okay, oedema, you see, NEET exam they ask here, what is oedema? So when the rate of lymph formation exceeds the rate of its return to the blood, there is an accumulation of fluid around the cell. This is called as oedema. Okay, oedema is when the rate of lymph formation, let me write here, when the rate of lymph formation exceeds, okay, exceeds, when the rate of lymph formation exceeds the rate of its return to the blood, exceeds the rate of its return to the blood. Okay, to the blood. Okay, then fluid will accumulate around the cell, and the fluid accumulates accumulates around cell. Okay, this is called around cell. This is called oedema. Oedema. Okay, so these are the cells in the body, and here in around the cell, if there is accumulation of the lymphatic fluid, okay, this will be the lymphatic fluid here, and if there is a deposition of the lymphatic fluid, then it is called as oedema. Okay, this is called as oedema, right? Okay, that much you have to know about this. Then after that, okay, we'll go to the circulatory pathway. We will go circulatory pathway. So here, now, okay, this will be finished. Then we go to the circulatory pathway. Before that, today I want to give you some question from the blood cells and also the lymph. Some important question from the blood cell and the lymph. Please write down that questions. Okay. So now here. Okay, so we start the question from the blood cells today. Okay, from the blood cell, we will do some questions today. That is for the. We have not done any question last time, so it is very important to do the questions also. Without question, we cannot appear. No, so okay, now here, right here. Okay. Okay, right on there. Compared to blood, our lymph. Okay, our lymph compared to blood, our lymph has number A, plasma. Okay, plasma without protein. Plasma without protein. Number B is more WBC and no RBC. More WBC and no RBC. Okay, number C, more RBC and less WBC. Okay. And number D will be no plasma. Okay, no plasma, right? So this is the question here. This is the question here. So please answer these questions now. Mother class leave this one. So here the correct answer will be what will be the correct answer here? To say that compared to blood. If you compare blood and lymph, then lymph has plasma without protein. Lymph has more WBC and no RBC, more RBC and less WBC, no plasma. Okay. So here, which is the correct answer there? Okay. Which is the correct answer. Correct answer will be lymph has got more WBC there and no RBC, because lymphocytes are exactly, they are the WBC. Lymphocytes are WBC. So just you can write down the exactly here. We can write the lymph is a, suppose lymph is a mobile connective tissue. This is a mobile moving. Okay, mobile connective tissue. right? Lymph is a mobile connective tissue comprising lymph plasma and the lymph corpuscles. Okay, comprising of what? Comprising of lymph plasma and also the lymph, or we can say lymphocytes. Lymphocytes. We can say lymphocytes. Okay, lymphocytes, and its composition is just like the plasma, except it lacked the it lacked the RBC. The plasma of the blood, no, it contain all kind of blood cells. Okay, and all kind of the nutrients are there, hormones. Similarly, the lymph, its composition is similar to plasma, but it does not contain RBC. It contains WBC, more WBC, and RBC is absent. So answer will be number B. Okay, right? So then after that, we go to next question there. That is okay. Now, okay. If you have completed, then we go to next question. Have you completed this, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next, this question came in the NEET exam. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. Now, next question now. Okay. So, question is there. There is no DNA. No DNA in number A. Mature RBC. Mature RBCs. Okay. No DNA in mature RBCs. Right. Okay. Number B. A mature spermatozoa. A mature spermatozoa. C. Hair root. Hair root. And number D, we have an enucleated ovum. An enucleated ovum. Okay. Now, you please think it and tell me the answer.
Matured RBC.
Yes, which one?
Matured RBC.
Mature RBC, you are telling? Yes, correct. There is no DNA in the mature RBC, right? Because RBC does not contain nucleus. No, that's why. Because DNA is present in the nucleus, in the blood cells. No, but in bacteria, we have two kind of DNA. One is the genetic material of bacteria we have done. Another one is that DNA known as the plasmid DNA found in the cytoplasm. But here, in the absence of nucleus, there is no DNA in mature RBC. Correct. Okay. Very good. Now, so now, okay. Now, next question will go to that. Okay, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, we'll go to the next question. Will go now here. Okay. Next question will be our this. Okay. Okay. A certain okay. A certain blood group in bracket ABO, Blood group you have done no last time. Blood group I have done no with you. Okay. So a certain blood group. Mm, 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 uh, known as ABO system. ABO system. A certain blood group known as ABO system. Okay. System exists. Okay, exists. So now here, okay, a person, they say that this came in the IPMT exam, CBSC 2011. So a person with unknown blood group, a person with unknown blood group, has suffered blood loss during an accident. We don't know the blood group of the person, but he suffered a loss of blood during accident. Okay, and needs immediate transfusion and needs immediate transfusion. Needs immediate transfusion. Okay. Okay, now his friend offered his blood to him. Okay, his friend has offered his blood to him. Okay, what would have been the type of blood group of the donor friend? Offered to him, and he is saved. Okay. So question will be, what would have been the type of blood group of the donor friend Okay, number A, type AB, number B will be type O, number C will be type A, and number D will be type B. Okay, type B. This is a very simple question they have asked in the now. In case of we don't know exactly what will be the blood group of a person. Okay, what will be blood group of a person? Blood type O. Blood type O has no answer will be type O, because the type O does not have any antigen, and it has both types of antibodies A and B. Okay, therefore the person with the blood group A is universal donor, and his friend can donate. So the blood group of his friend should be O. Okay, so here we can say that blood type O, blood type O has no antigen. Okay, they do not have antigen, has no antigen, and it has got antibodies A and B, and has antibodies okay, antibodies A and B, has antibodies A and B. Okay, his friend has blood group O. Okay, blood group O. This question has come in the AIPMT exam. Okay, next question will go to here. Okay, now okay, now here NEET exam 2016 we will go to now. NEET exam 2016. Okay, I think it's finished now. Okay, NEET exam 2016. Okay, in mammals, this came in 2016. This one. In mammals, which blood vessel would this blood vessel would normally carry largest amount of urea. Largest amount of urea. Largest amount of urea. This is a very, very important question. Options are dorsal aorta. Dorsal aorta is the dorsal aorta. Number B, they have given hepatic vein. Hepatic vein. C will be our hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein. Okay, D will be our this renal vein. Renal vein. Okay, D will be the renal vein. So blood vessel which carry more urea. They are saying this blood vessel will carry more urea. Okay, now here dorsal aorta. If you go to the heart, this is the heart, no? And these are the two chambers. Okay, this will be the two chambers here. Okay, this will be the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. So from left ventricle, the largest artery which goes, this is called as the dorsal aorta. This is called as dorsal aorta. So this will carry oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body. Okay, this will carry oxygenated blood, okay, to different parts of the body. Okay, then we have the hepatic vein. There are two types, hepatic vein and hepatic portal vein. Okay, hepatic vein and hepatic portal veins are there. So hepatic means the liver. Okay, hepatic means the liver. So hepatic vein, hepatic portal vein will go from the intestine to liver. Okay, hepatic portal vein. This is the intestine, and here suppose the liver. No, this is the liver, and this is intestine. So the hepatic portal vein connect the intestine and the liver. This is hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein. Okay, this will connect the intestine to the liver. Hepatic portal vein. Okay, then what is hepatic vein? Hepatic vein. This will connect the. Hepatic vein. This from the capillary. This will come from the liver. This will originate from liver, and it goes into it connect the inferior vena cava and heart. You see that hepatic vein. This is the liver, no? Liver. Then we have liver. Then we have the from liver. Hepatic vein will come. Hepatic vein will come. It will go to the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava is here. Okay. It will come to the inferior vena cava. Then it goes into the heart. Okay. So hepatic vein arises from liver. It goes into inferior vena cava. From inferior vena cava, it goes into the heart. Okay. This is inferior and superior vena cava. Okay. And renal vein, it goes, it will take the purified blood from the kidney to different parts of the body. So now, exact answer, what will be the exact answer? So exact answer will be here. Okay. Urea is actually synthesized where? Urea is synthesized in the liver. In the liver, urea is synthesized. Okay. Urea is formed in the liver by ornithine cycle. Okay, there is a cycle called as the ornithine cycle. By the ornithine cycle or urea cycle, by the help of this cycle, urea is formed in the liver. So from the liver, Urea is taken by hepatic vein. Hepatic vein. Okay, so the urea from the liver will be taken by hepatic vein. So answer will be our hepatic vein. This is very, very important question. Hepatic vein. Next question now. We'll go to, okay, now, okay. So we'll go to next question now. Okay. Oh, name, this is also from the NEET exam. Okay, name the blood cell. Name the blood cell. Name the blood cell. In the blood cells whose reduction, WHOSC, whose reduction, name the blood cell whose reduction is, okay, whose reduction is, whose reduction in number, whose reduction in number can cause clotting disorder, can cause the clotting disorder, leading to excessive loss of blood from the body. Okay, disorder leading to excessive loss of blood, loss of blood from the body, Okay, so options they are given here: erythrocytes or the red blood cell, we can go. Number B, they have given leukocytes. Okay. Number C, they have given okay, neutrophils. Okay, they have also given number D as the thrombocytes. Okay, last time we have done the different types of the blood cell we have done. So okay, the erythrocytes, leukocytes, thrombocytes, and neutrophils, which reduction can cause the clotting disorder. Whose reduction can cause the clotting disorder? So here, okay, thrombocytes. These are the thrombocytes are the blood cells. Okay, they can lead to in the clotting disorder, and this will result in excessive loss of blood from the body. These are also called blood platelets. So thrombocytes, because blood is made up of the two parts. Okay, plasma part I told you, and also I told you the blood cellular part. Cellular parts, these are made up of the RBC, WBC, and platelets. Okay, platelets are also called as thrombocytes. And thrombocytes are responsible for the blood clotting. So if there is a reduction in the number of thrombocytes or the platelets, they will cause the clotting disorder leading to excessive loss of blood. So answer will be thrombocytes. Okay, then okay, next question again from the NEET exam, question number 5 now. Okay, question number 5. Okay, now. Okay, now here we'll go to question serum. This question NEET 2016 phase 2. Serum differs from blood. Serum differs from blood. Okay, in lacking globulins. Number B, lacking albumins. Number C will be lacking clotting factors. Clotting factors. Number D, okay, lacking antibodies. Okay. Antibodies, right? Lacking antibodies, right? So here you have to think and answer. Serum differs from blood. Okay, when all the all the blood cells are removed, okay, then the remaining substance left is called as the serum. Okay.
Sir. Lacking clotting factor.
Yes. Number
Lacking C.
C, lacking clotting factor. Okay. Anybody else can they answer this? Okay. Anybody else can they answer this? Yes, you are correct. No, no, yeah, he's correct. Lacking clotting factor, because and all when all clotting factor along with the cells are removed from the plasma, it becomes serum. Okay. So when all clotting factors, you can write there. When all clotting factors are removed, are removed, are removed, removed, um, removed along with the cells, along with blood cells from plasma, then it is called serum. It is called as serum. Okay. It is called as serum, right? Okay. So this is called as the serum. Okay. Next question now. To some internet problem. Thank you very much. Now you have waited. Okay. Okay. Next question we'll go to now. Which of the now is okay, no? Okay. Next question we'll go to here. This finished now. Writing part is finished. Students,
Yes, sir.
finish the writing parts, then we will go to another question. Okay. So here. Okay. Now, next question is here. Okay. A person with a person with AB blood group. A person with AB blood group. Okay. A person with AB blood group considered as universal recipient. Considered as universal recipient. This question came in the CBSE IPMT 2014 because he has okay, number A, both A and B antigen, both A and B antigen, on RBC, but no antibodies on the plasma. On RBC, but no antibodies on plasma. Okay. Number B, option number B here. Okay, both A and B antibodies in the plasma. Both A and B antibodies in the plasma. Okay, number C now. No antigen on RBC. No antigen on RBC. No antigen on RBC. And no antibodies in plasma. And no antibodies in plasma. No antibodies in plasma. Okay, number D now. AV nodes receives okay, both now A and B antigen in the plasma. Both A and B antigens in plasma. both A and B antigens in plasma. Okay, in plasma, but no antibodies. But now, sorry, but okay, but okay, no antibodies, right? Okay, so this is the question here. Okay, now they say that uh, a person with AB blood group considered as a universal recipient because he has both A and B antigen on RBC, no antibodies on plasma, both A and B antibodies in the plasma, then no antigen on RBC and no antibodies in the plasma, both A and B antigen in the plasma, but you see no antibodies. So here, okay. We have already done this one. Blood group AB is an universal recipient because the person with the AB blood group has both A and B antigen on RBC. Okay. Person with the blood group AB has both A and B antigen on RBC. Okay, and but they don't have antibodies on plasma. No antibodies on plasma. Okay. Other blood group and other genotypes are they have, but here AB does not have. A and B, AB blood group have both. A and B antigens are there, but they don't have antibodies. That's why it can receive all kind of blood because there will be no agglutination reaction, no clotting reaction in the blood. If it can take the blood from blood group A also, blood group B also, blood group A O also, and blood group AB also, right? Okay. So now here one question is the one more question we'll do, then we'll start the others. Okay. Last question we'll do, then we'll start the other. Okay. Now, okay. This is a very, very important question. They have given easy also, important also. Okay. Now here, so let's go to one more question here. Okay. Okay. Okay, now the most popular known blood grouping, the most popular known blood grouping is okay. ABO grouping. ABO grouping. Okay, is ABO grouping. It is named ABO. It is named ABO and not ABC. And not ABC because O on it refers to having, because O on it refers to having, okay, number A, other antigens besides A and B on RBC, okay, on RBCs. Then number B here, okay, over dominance of this type, dominance of this type, on the genes, for A and B type, right? Okay, number C now. One antibody only one antibody only, either anti-A, anti-A or anti-B, or anti-B. Okay, anti-B on the RBCs, and also number D we write here. Number D is no antigen A and B on RBC. No antigens A and B on RBC. So no antigens A and B on RBCs. Okay. So this is the question here. Okay. So blood grouping was done by a scientist known as the Landsteiner. No, Landsteiner. Okay, Landsteiner. Okay, he did the blood grouping. Okay, he discovered. Landsteiner discovered blood grouping. So Landsteiner divided human population into four groups in presence of the antigen found on their RBC. Okay, Landsteiner divided the human population into four groups on the presence of the antigens found on their RBCs. Okay, antigens are found on the surface of RBC. Remember that. So each group of the population represents a blood group, and we know now there are four types of the blood group: A, B, then our AB and O. So Landsteiner divided the human population into four types basing on the blood grouping. Okay, the human beings having blood group A will be one group, they divided, and human being having the blood group B will be another division. Human being having blood group AB have another division, and human being having blood group O another division. So now each group represents a blood group. Okay, then blood group O does not contain any antigen because this division was based on the antigen. Blood group O does not contain any antigen. We already know that. Okay, on the RBC. If you take the blood group O, we don't find any antigen on its RBC, red blood cells. Hence, this O blood group can be given to any person, no, because it does not have any antigen. So therefore, O blood group is called as a universal donor. So in this question, they say that the most popularly known blood group, okay, the most popularly known blood group is the ABO grouping. It is named ABO and not ABC because O on it refers to having what? O on it refers to having number A option, other antigen beside A and B on RBCs. Then over dominance of this type on the genes for A and B type. Then one antibody only, either anti-A or anti-B on the RBC, no antigen A and B on RBC. So what I told you, I just now told you that O blood group does not have any antigen on the RBC. So answer will be number D. That is no antigen A and B on RBCs. Okay, no antigen on the RBCs because RBC, O blood group does not contain any antigen on the RBC, right? Okay, one more question will go. Okay, one more question will go. Then after that, we will start the new part of the circulatory system. Okay. Now this. Okay. Now. Okay. This question is also very important in the exam. In the ABO system of the blood group, in the ABO system, the last question we'll do, then we go to the other part. ABO system of blood group, ABO system of blood group. Okay, if both antigen are present, okay, if both, just opposite to that question, okay, both antigens are present. If both antigens are present, both antigens are present, okay, but no antibody, no antibody, okay, but no antibody, the blood group of the individual would be, okay, the blood group of individual would be, blood group of individual would be number A, or we can say small a will be B, number B will be O, C will be AB, and then D will be A. So if there will be no antigen, if both the antigens are absent, if both the antigens are absent, then what will be the, okay, uh, just now we have done, no? Just now we have done one question there. So blood group AB, answer will blood group AB, it has no antibodies in serum, but both antigen A and B are present in the serum. So answer will be AB. Okay. AB has both antigens. Okay. Antigen. AB have both the antigens, right? Antigens on RBC. On RBC. AB has both antigens on RBC. Okay, this is the question we have done. So now, okay. Okay, now one more question we have done last time, that is that, okay, this was the, okay. Okay. Now, the last question we'll go to. Okay, this question was asked in the CBSE IPMT 1995. Okay, question is there, the lymph, okay, serves to, lymph serves to, okay, and then now lymph serves to, number A, option number A is there, transport oxygen to brain, transport oxygen to brain, okay. Number B, you say that transport carbon dioxide to lungs, transport carbon dioxide to lungs, then return the interstitial fluid to the blood, return the interstitial fluid, return the interstitial fluid to the blood, okay, to the blood, return the interstitial fluid to the blood. Number D now. Number D will be return the WBC and RBC to the lymph nodes. Return the WBC and RBC to the lymph nodes. To the lymph nodes. Return the RBC and WBC to the lymph nodes. So here, the exact function of the lymph. What is the exact function of the lymph? You see that last time we have done also lymph. It will what? Lymph will act as what? Lymph will act as a middleman between the blood and the cell. Between the blood and the cells. Okay. Between blood and the cells, lymph will act as okay, come on, go on there. Lymph will act as a middleman between blood and cells. Blood and cells. Okay. Now we can say that okay, lymph is transparent fluid which derive from the blood and other tissues which accumulate in the interstitial spaces. This is the cells, no? In between the spaces of the cells, we have the lymph here. Okay. We have the lymph, right? Okay, then okay. It will passes on, this will supply what? This will transport the food and oxygen from the blood to the tissues. Okay. Food and oxygen from the blood to the tissue cells and handed excretory waste, hormones and carbon dioxide from the body cell to the blood. Okay, just if I can tell you that interstitial fluid, no, this will lymph will accumulate between the spaces of the cell and becomes interstitial fluid, right? So interstitial fluid, okay, it passes on food and oxygen from the blood to the tissues. From the blood to tissues, it will supply food and oxygen, right? Interstitial fluid, no? Interstitial fluid. Interstitial fluid contains the lymph. It contains the lymph, it will supply the food and oxygen from the blood to the tissues, right? And it also supply excretory waste, hormone and carbon dioxide. Okay. Tissues to the blood. Okay. Excretory products. Excretory products. Okay. It will supply excretory products. It will also supply the hormones and hormones and let's see, hormones and the carbon dioxide from the tissues to the blood. So here, these all are present in the interstitial fluid or the fluid between the cells. This interstitial fluid contains the lymph. So lymph serves to return the interstitial fluid to the blood. We go to answer number C. Okay, interstitial fluid to the blood. Okay. Now, okay. So here, the questions we have done from the blood cell. Okay. Okay. Now, today one more question we will do from the lymph. Then we will wind up today. So one more question from the lymph. And next class, I think we have a regular next class, so that we can start the external structure of the human heart, the cardiac cycle, and also the electrocardiograph. Okay. So here one more question we'll do today. Now, which of the following statement? Which of the following statement is true about lymph? Okay, is true about which of the following statement is true about lymph? So here number one, statement number one, they say that, okay, or number A we can write there. Okay, WBC and serum. WBC and serum. Number B, okay, B will be B we write here, all components of blood. All components of blood. All components of blood except RBC and some protein. Except RBC and some protein. Some protein. Number C now. RBC, WBC, and plasma, we can say. RBC, WBC, and plasma. Okay, and plasma. And number D, we can say here, that is the RBC, protein, and platelet. We can say RBC, proteins, and platelets. Okay, RBC, proteins, and platelets. So these are the four options we have, which is true about the lymph. Okay, four options they have given, and they are asking which is true about the lymph. Okay, lymph is what? Lymph, exactly, I told you constituents of lymph is similar to plasma, and it does not contain RBC. Okay, that is the main difference. It doesn't contain RBC and some of the proteins. So RBC and some of the protein is absent, and other components of the blood are similar to the lymph. So with this hint, can you answer this, which is the correct answer? It contain all components of blood. all components of the blood are there, except it does not contain RBC and some protein. Besides this, all other components of the blood will be exactly similar to the lymph. Okay. So is the answer here? Okay, then now it's already time, no? Already time, it seems that. So we stop here, students, because already time today. So